Richard Dawkins is a world-famous atheist, or should I say infamous atheist, who has made a living mocking Christians. Over the years, Richard Dawkins has made it clear that he does not believe that God exists. But now it seems as if Richard Dawkins is kind of deviating, or at least acknowledging that there are some very strong arguments for the existence of God. Now, this is news to me. I want you guys to check it out. I'll be right back.
Was going to convince me of the need for a God. It would be there. It would be not in my own field of biology. And I found, I mean, I've read The Language of God, and indeed I reread it today. I read it first when it came out. When you come on later to the origin of the physical constants, now that's getting warm. That's getting close to a good argument. Unlike the morality one.
Well, is that mainly because it is essentially a scientific argument?
No.
That's
it's
obviously
much more,
the area
difficult
you're
than that.
happiest with.
It's that the physical constants, things like the speed of light, gravitational constant, and strong and weak force and things. Most physicists agree, that if you change any of those constants by even a very, very small amount, then we don't come into existence. The universe doesn't come into existence. They have to be like that in order for galaxies to form, for stars to form, for chemistry to form, actually. And then for the prerequisite for life to evolve, needs that as well. So that's the nearest approach to a good argument.
There you have it. Richard Dawkins is admitting that at least the fine-tuning argument of the universe is a very solid, grounded argument for the existence of God. So if you're not familiar with the fine-tuning argument, allow me to read an excerpt from Lee Strobel's book, A Case for Christianity. He has a section talking about the fine-tuning argument. Let me just kind of highlight some bullet points here. Lee Strobel states in his book, one of the most striking discoveries of modern science has been that the laws of constants of physics unexpectedly conspire in extraordinary ways to make the universe suitable for life. Put another way, about 50 different factors had to be dialed in with incredible precision in order for life of any kind to survive. If even one of these areas had been off to even the slightest degree, well, we wouldn't be around to know about it. You see, it's these factors that are dialed in to such incredible precision that allows life to exist and function on the earth, like gravity. If gravity is so well adjusted that if it was moved off just a little bit, stars wouldn't form, planets wouldn't form, we wouldn't form. We wouldn't be here without gravity. These are some of the cosmological constants that are just so finely tuned. Lee Strobel continues, he says, but how did these factors get so dialed in? By chance? The odds against that are absolutely astronomical. In an interview for The Case for a Creator, physicist Robin Collins gave an example of just one of these areas, the cosmological constant, which represents the energy density of empty space. He says, quote, there's no way we can really comprehend it, he explained. The fine-tuning has conservatively been estimated to be at least 1 part in 100 million billion. That would be a 10 followed by 53 zeros. That's inconceivably precise. I couldn't imagine a figure like that. Can you give me an illustration, Lee Strobel says. He says, let's say you were out in space and were throwing a dart at random toward the Earth. It would be like successfully hitting a bullseye that's 1/trillionth of a trillionth in an inch in diameter. That's less than the size of a solitary atom. This is a strong case for a creator. Even Richard Dawkins has to admit that. The fine-tuning of the universe is a powerful proof for the existence of a creator, the existence for God. I don't have enough faith to be an atheist, per Frank Turek, right? It's astronomically impossible for the universe to be fine-tuned by chance. It's scientifically impossible for something to come from nothing without the aid of a supernatural, powerful, timeless, spaceless, personal God.
Do you believe that nothing created everything?
No, because nothing can perform actions. That makes no sense.
It's a default position. If you're saying nothing created everything, then you're agreeing with Richard Dawkins.
You're mischaracterizing Richard Dawkins, because Richard Dawkins, I'm sure he didn't say that. That seems ridiculous.
Professor Richard Dawkins, arguably the world's most high-profile atheist, believes that in the beginning there was nothing, and that nothing created everything. As he attempts to justify this belief, admitting that it defies common sense, the learned professor calls nothing something. Watch the reaction of his audience.
Of course it's counterintuitive that you can get something from nothing. Of course common sense doesn't allow you to get something from nothing. That's why it's interesting. It's got to be interesting in order to give rise to the universe at all. Something pretty mysterious had to give rise to the origin of the universe. Which is exactly what's meant by nothing, but whatever it is, it's very, very simple. And why is that funny?
Well, I think it's a bit funny to be trying to define nothing.
These things can't happen by chance. It's just not possible. Atheism, those who call themselves atheists just need to be honest and say, I'm agnostic because I don't know. Just be honest, say, we don't know if there's a God or not, because you cannot say objectively that there is no God. It's just a failed ideology. It's a failed thought process. Let me know your thoughts on the fine-tuning argument, and also what is your favorite proof for the existence of God. If you enjoyed this video and you want more content like this, do me a huge favor and subscribe to this channel. Like this video. I'll be back next week with another video. This is Pastor Frederick. This is By the Book. Peace.